happy.
You really like them, don't you?
Family, like. Do you not like your family?
That's not what Paimon meant. It's just that you guys aren't actually the same species.
Doesn't matter. Family likes me. I like family.
Paimon doesn't quite understand.
What it's trying to say is that as long as family members get along well, then nothing else matters. You place importance on appearances, but we do not. We find the experiences, knowledge, and connections we've made to be more important. These are all things that are more reliable than mere external appearances. These are the fruits of time, and the essence of what it means to grow.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Looks can always change, so what's inside of us is more important. It wouldn't matter. Paimon would still be able to recognize you right away. Oh? Understood. Thank you. Still nothing new from the forest. Seems like we won't be able to find your other family members for now. It appears we are out of leads to follow. And if no one knows how this crystal works, then the pet may be in danger.
Sorry.
It's okay. It isn't your fault. I don't think it's a coincidence that neither of you can remember anything about the crystal. Maybe it's because the crystal has a very close connection to forbidden knowledge, which causes memories of it to be unclear. And if that's the case, finding the other fungi still wouldn't help us at all.
The crystal and the apocalypse. The apocalypse and memories. Lord of Dendro, do you still remember the prophecy?
I do. What about it?
The prophecy is a story that connects events of the past and the future. Once said that the apocalypse is a part of us, and that there is value in preserving it. The rest of the family did not approve of its opinion at the time, so it left.
Preserving the apocalypse? Do you mean that there's still some that hasn't been eliminated? That's not very likely. The power of Irminsul covers every inch of the land. Did the prophecy say where that family member went?
To the limitless depths east of Sumeru, a murky place that no one can return from.
Yeah, that must be the chasm, right? But what is it doing there? It's impossible to preserve forbidden knowledge, but what if it can be converted to a different form? I'm sorry if I'm suddenly not making any sense. However, I do think it's possible. Follow me. I'll explain it once we find that elemental life form.
The bond is strong.
we should be. Aw, it's been. No, this is. It. So I was distracted and I didn't notice it. There were actually more good things summoned from the. Yeah, but. It's extremely. I also had. I feel much more, but I ended up losing it before I even finished. Yeah, losing a tap. I think we if the silly. Oh, hope the silly's clue wasn't also torn to shreds by a. I suppose. Oh, we should be close. Sure enough, it's here. And in a, I don't know, but, see? Aw, I have no idea. I've placed the second clue where heaven just as I thought. If the first clue, most Ratawa history research is, and, let's just say there's another let's. We're here. That's where I performed my first field observation after enrolling at the academia. I borrowed some equipment from the school and came here on a perfectly clear day. Everything was ready to go and I was positive that I'd be able to get some great data. But the equipment was a little heavy and I didn't notice that the ground was muddy and some spots were unstable. After I finished setting up everything, part of the ground suddenly shifted and my equipment started teetering over. I rushed over to grab hold of it, but I ended up tripping over another piece of equipment. The next thing I knew, everything was covered with mud. You must be wondering how someone can be so clumsy. You wouldn't be wrong for thinking that. Oh, it's a vicious. I just got a minor fracture, so I had to rest at B. Marston for a while. To pay off the damages to the equipment, I took some part-time jobs. I just went to work whenever I couldn't. So bingo. Oh, the pressure from my studies and debt was crushing me, and I didn't want to tell my family about any of it. After all, I am the legendary Layla who made it into the academia at a young age. And had never failed an assignment in her life. Of course. I've even considered giving up on my studies completely and returning home to help care for the Sumter beasts, but that would be kind of embarrassing. I don't... Although, it has... but I guess I'm exaggerating a bit. And that's exactly why they mustn't... Anyways... That place downstream is It's a... well... I've placed the third hint at a crossroad without a cross. You can turn left or right, but turning back shouldn't be an option. They're actually getting clearer for me. I was sort of expecting this even before I read the message. I don't know if the clues are... don't say that. That sounds horrible. Anyway, just follow me. This is the place that immediately came to mind when I came here to but just as I was about to set up the observation equipment, I heard a strange sound coming from nearby. They were a group of not someone. However, I didn't know how to channel the power of the elements to fight at that time, and I was super scared. Then I ran away. I scrambled towards Sumeru City looking for help. Eventually, I managed to return with a few adventurers I ran into along the way. It took longer than I had hoped, and by the time we made it back here, the treasure hoarders and the family were gone. I don't know if the family only lost their belongings in the end, or if something worse. I could have stepped in to help that family. Oh, thank you. It's just as the... We're probably getting close now. Let's search this area. Let's see. Guess not. Whatever. Thanks, but I'm fine. Take care of the gang. Stand with me. Let's... if we're wrong... you're...
Coming! Oh, it's you. Is this a friend of yours?
A friend. I don't know either. I reckon... but he should know. Yeah, even if he saw me...
Is something the matter?
I appreciate your kindness, but I really can't.
So you aren't joking? Do you still remember when
Yes, but I don't think I...
How so? You told my family and I were surrounded by treasure hoarders, and I didn't know what to do. But then, we heard those treasure hoarders were the first to hear them coming and started to flee the moment they sensed the situation wasn't going their way. They didn't even I wasn't sure what had happened, but the treasure hoarders were scared off.
Oh, I see.
I thought it was a party of adventurers that happened to pass by, but later you told me that you had spotted us and ran to find help. You were amazing. You managed to keep a level... I know you have a vision, so those treasure hoarders wouldn't have been a match for you. But...
Wait... nope.
You came over and... Oh! You forgot a pack... Wait here.
This is the talisman that I lost. The one that my mother made. Yes, this is definitely it. She made it herself. It's the only one of its kind. There's also to Layla. Hello, Layla. Self-reflection is a wonderful quality to possess, but you'll only end up... Failure is if you're reading this letter, on the back, I hope that this journey has provided insight for your life ahead. From the bottom of my heart, I wish you courage as you carry onward, and hope that you fulfill the expectations you hold, always watching over you. Sincerely, the Wisdom Sealy. Oh. I thought we were going to fail. I thought that everything we did and all the time we spent was for nothing. But the Sealy wasn't messing with me. I doubt it. I mean, although having... But even then, that doesn't necessarily... I'll write back and ask to meet with the Sealy and... Even though, if it wasn't for your encouragement, I probably would have quit halfway through and holed up in the academia. Perseverance really does pay off.
I'm not sure if I understand.
Yes, it's...
Well then...
Oh.
Come on, don't be... You must relax and gather your...
All right, thank you all. This is the place that immediately came to mind when the hint mentioned a crossroad. I came here to conduct some astrology, but they were a group of treasure, not someone. However, I did then, eventually, it took long, I don't know. I could have stepped in to help that. It's just... But what about my thesis? All right. I'm Let's stop here. I don't think I can. Alright. I'm gonna give my legs a rest. I'll be waiting. I feel bad for making you go through so much trouble. I'm sorry. I always find myself having to apologize. But enough of that. I cannot just give. Watch out! Monsters! Oh, no. But I want to. I mustn't keep. I should take act if you miss those opportunities. All right. The night is cold.
Stand with me! Rain outlines your... One with nature.
Oh, mine to command.
My apologies! Wind strike! No, my sword! Whirling snow!
Stars, shine for me.
Take flight!
I really need to keep up with my training. It's embarrassing to be out of... Well, the only appropriate response. But then again, I'm just happy I didn't get in your way. Oh, thanks for the compliment. I sure don't get to hear that often. Although I may not be physically strong, my will is as resilient as they come. I'll be fine after I rest for a bit. Can you stay with me while I recover my energy? It shouldn't take long.